Guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're doing the memory keeping video for May 13th through May 19th, 2024. The book I'm using is a book I found at Michael's, and it's obviously by Sweet Kawaii Design. I think the theme for this one is slumber party, so I'm just setting up my base here, and full disclosure, I cut out mostly all of me flipping through this book. I pulled stickers, but I didn't like plan the whole setup. Sometimes I do that, sometimes I don't, but um, I do flip through this book quite a bit. Um, I do find one page that I tear out. But yeah, so I'm putting down the bottom washi, and I started out really good with you being able to see the bottom of the page, but that didn't quite work out. So I'm now putting the washi on the top, and I'm doing it in a way that I cover up um, the days, and then I'll cover up the number uh, with the days of the week from the book. And yeah, so the pen that I'm using is a metallic green by Papermate. Um, it didn't want to write at first, but I played with it a little bit and got it to start writing again. But I decided to do the staggered full boxes, and I didn't have 7 to go all the way across, so I found like a double box situation that didn't quite reach to the end of the page. Um, and I use a little piece of deco to cover that up. And then I put the little weekend sticker down there above that just to kind of balance it out. And then I grabbed another book, which was Sweet Kawaii Design as well. And I am using some date dots to take care of the missing numbers that will eventually be there. So, and like I said, as you can see, I pulled the stickers. And yeah, I just made them work. I didn't really have a plan as far as the full boxes go, but you'll see. Um, I just go day by day. Uh, and for Monday, I put down each of the boxes. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the day by day now. So, on Monday, I marked that I was super sleepy. That's just a thing now. And then I marked that we found a kitten outside that we didn't know quite where it came from. And then Monday night, I watched Shrek with my nephew, and I'm putting down the waffle because we watched Shrek 1. And one of my nephew's favorite things for me to say is, and in the morning, I'm making waffles. Thank you, Eddie Murphy, for that vocal stem that I will probably be saying for the rest of the day now. And then we found more kittens. So it's the time of year where our outside cats, they they multiply. So, and we can't get them fixed. We can't catch any of them. We've tried traps and everything, does not work. So with them, nature just kind of takes its course with some of the kittens. But yeah, if you don't uh, if you don't agree with that or don't like that, I'm sorry, but we live in the country, and when it's really hard to catch cats, It's really hard to take them to a shelter or to get them fixed so that we can have them outside. It's just a thing. We have inside cats, um, that are fixed, and if they get out, you know, they're not gonna. Well, the one girl cat we have now, she's not gonna come back pregnant. But when we get closer to the end of this year, there will be a bunch of our older indoor cats that are passing. But spoiler alert for them. Um, okay, and then we had leftovers for dinner on Monday night. And then Tuesday was a slow day. My sugar got low at work, and it must have gotten really low if I was marking it. I had more leftovers for lunch. Um, so whatever we had, I guess, for Sunday night was what I had for dinner Monday and lunch Tuesday. And then it was a busier afternoon on Tuesday. And then the 15th marks my 5 year anniversary. You will remember from a past plan with me that it was my 7 year anniversary. And then my mom came to have lunch with me. I had one closing that day. And then we watched Shrek 2. I don't think my nephew has ever actually seen Shrek 3. Not that Shrek 3 was like one of our favorites, but um, we did quite, we do quite enjoy the Shrek franchise. We have Shrek cups. In fact, I was just drinking out of one. So, on Thursday, it was awards day for Matthew, and then he was out of school. Sorry, I have an itch on my thigh, and I have to shift in my seat to reach it. So then he was out of school. I went back to work. I had one closing that day, and it was rainy that day. And then my nephew went to the beach with his other grandparents. So that was fun. That boy loves to swim. He loves the water. So anytime he is in the water, he is just the happiest little being there ever was. Okay, moving on to Friday. I marked the new Billie Eilish album. I think I listened to it that day. I can't remember. So, um, and then I had pizza for lunch, and we found more kittens. Yeah, so there's that. Um, this year, it seems like three is the magic number for the litters. Um, there was one cat who no, the first batch was four, but then everybody else has had two or three. So, and then for Saturday, my mom and I went to Walmart. I had we ate Chinese food. Um, I played The Sims 4, and then I did some self care, which means I just kind of like did whatever I wanted. And if you hear me, I'm playing with a tube of Carmex. Sorry. And then swiftly moving on to Sunday, it was a lazy day, and I said, I'm not doing a ding dang thing today. And yes, it was actually written in my little planner. And then I had a YouTube binge that day. So that is really that for that. You see me cleaning up. So I'm going to um, write all of that down real quick. And now I'm going to tell you to have a good day, have a good week, stay safe out there, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.